never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good evening, baseball fans. You are here on Yankees, The Ugly Truth. And we are going to be calling the opener of the New York Yankees versus the Cleveland Guardians. Tonight is the first of 3 games that we'll be facing off against the Guardians. We saw them last week in our house, and they took 2 out of 3. We're hoping to give them a little bit of payback this evening. Starting off with Gavin Williams, first victim. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, we have an active poll, so drop your vote in our active poll, let your voice be heard, and your vote be counted. We are probably approximately 5 minutes before first pitch, and I'm going to start by going over the lineup for this evening. For our New York Yankees, Trent Grisham will be leading off playing center field. In the 2-hole will be first baseman Ben Rice. DHing this evening is going to be Paul Goldschmidt hitting out of the 3-hole. Cleaning up, Cody Bellinger will be cleaning up playing left field. In the 5-hole, Jazz Chisholm Jr. will be at second base. In right field, Spencer Jones will be getting the start, hitting out of the 6-hole. Jose Caballero will be at shortstop, hitting out of the 7-hole, thank God. Ryan McMahon will be at third base in the 8-hole. And behind the dish, bringing up the rear, is going to be J.C. Escara. On the bump for the Yankees tonight is going to be Will Warren. For the Guardians, Benzano will be playing second base leading off. Jose Ramirez will be at third in the 2-hole. DeLauder will be DHing, hitting in the 3-hole. Manzardo will be at first base, cleaning up. Sheeman will be in center field in the 5-hole. Martinez will be in right field in the 6-hole. Stephen Kwan will be in left field in the 7-hole. Bailey will be behind the dish in the 8-hole, and Rocchio will be at shortstop, bringing up the rear. And on the bump for the Guardians is going to be Williams. For those of you that are here, as you know, we go for 30 likes in every live play-by-play. Currently, we're at 6. If you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. I want to thank Mitch from the Hardcore Sports Network, who is simulcasting our live play-by-play this evening. So thank you, Mitch. And I'm going to give a shout out to some of the folks that are here that have chimed in. Margaret, welcome. Yanks for Life. Nancy. John. James. Daver, John the Beagle Dad, welcome to the stream. Appreciate y'all being here. We are a couple minutes before first pitch. So how are we feeling about tonight's game? Any concerns, any thoughts, anything that you want to talk about? Today is going to be a light scoreboard for the games. There are 8 games on the hopper tonight. Hey, Josh. And Jason, welcome. And it looks like Williams has taken the last of his warm-up pitches before Trent steps out and gets into the box. Hey, Joe, welcome to the stream. I am extremely happy that Volpe is not the short start tonight, and I'm extremely happy to see Spencer Jones out there in right field. I hope that the young lad gets his first opportunity to hit a banger, four-banger. Last time Cabby faced Williams, he had 3 hits off of him. We only had 4 on the day. And Grisham is starting to dig in at the box. Trent is hitting .222 on the season, 8 home runs, 33 RBIs, and a .736 OPS. And the first pitch is on the way. That's a 98-mile-an-hour fastball that paints the bottom corner for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Grishbaum. And Williams sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call, strike 2. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is call, strike 3 on a curveball. So Grisham is going to say good morning, good afternoon, and good night, a 3-pitch strikeout. Coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice. First pitch is on the way. The curveball is swung on. Count is 0-1 on Rice. Rice is hitting .299 on the season, 18 home runs, 45 RBIs, and a .1018 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and that 4-seamer is down low. Count is 1-1. And Williams sets. Pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is off the plate. Count is 2-1 on Rice. And Williams sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is up high. Count is now 3-1 on Rice. Hey, JJ, welcome to the stream. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a curveball off the plate. So that is going to be a ball 4 as Rice becomes the first base runner of the night for the Yankees. He strips his gear off and heads to first, and Paul Goldschmidt comes up to bat. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. Nate Tomlinson is the home plate umpire in his 7th Major League season. He is considered a hitter-friendly pitcher. First pitch is on the way, and Goldie swings and misses at the cutter. Counter is 0-1. Williams sets and fires, and that pitch is a cutter that is called strike 2. Hard to see since the catcher fumbled the ball. Hey, Rob, welcome to the stream. Johnny, welcome. Count is 0-2 on Goldie. Williams sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is 1-2 on Goldschmidt. And Williams sets. Pitch is on the way, and that curveball is inside. Count is 2-2. And there is a pickoff attempt at first base. Rice is back in head first, safe. And Williams sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to left field. This is going, and gone. That is a two-bagger for Paul Goldschmidt. That is his 8th home run of the season. It traveled 388 feet and went 104.9 miles per hour. Yankees jump out to a 2-0 lead. First pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that curveball is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1 on Belly. And he fires that ball, paints the inside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger swings at the sweeper for strike 3. That is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. And the first pitch is on the way, and Jazz grounds this to Manzardo at first, and he is going to take it himself. And you know how much I freaking hate one-pitch outs. However, the Yankees are going to get on board with a 2-run dinger from Paul Goldschmidt to put us on the board. Will Warren is going to take the mound with a little bit of a lead, and hopefully Will gets it done. And that's exactly how we want to start this one out. For those of you that are here, if you have not, please drop your vote in our active poll. We are at 12 likes. Our goal is 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And we are at 752 subscriptions, 3 short of our next milestone of 755. So if you like live play-by-plays, we call them almost every day. Shorts, I drop a boatload of them. As a matter of fact, I dropped one today, so you might want to go over and check it out. And I host open panels so that anyone in the chat is free to come up and talk a little bit of baseball. If these things appeal to you, Yankees Yoga Truth may be the place for you. So please consider subscribing. And Benzana is stepping up to the plate. And Warren sets and fires, and that fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Benzana is hitting .271 with 4 home runs, 17 RBIs, and a .799 OPS. And Warren fires, and the sweeper is just a bit high and outside. Count is even at 1-1. Warren sets and fires. The sweeper catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. Warren sets and fires, and that fastball is up high. Count is evened at 2-2. What color is your goose? Pitch is on the way, and that is foul down the first base line. Count remains 2-2. Pizzardo is checking his bat to see if he broke it. And Warren sets, pitch is on the way, and he misses just off the plate with that changeup. Count is now full, 3-2. Warren sets and he fires. He paints the outside corner with a four-seamer for call. Strike three. And that is the first out of the night. Pisano, Travis, grab some bench, baby, because you're retired via the K. Coming up to bat is the Yankee pain in the butt, Jose Ramirez. First pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Ramirez. Warren sets and fires, and the changeup is just a bit off the plate. Count is evened out 1-1. Ramirez is hitting .238 on the season, 10 home runs, 33 RBIs, and a .772 OPS. Hey, Ronald, welcome to the stream. Next pitch is on the way, and this is chop foul down the first base line. Count is 1-2 on Ramirez. And Warren sets. He fires, and the changeup is foul down the first base line. Count remains 1-2. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul down the third base line. That's going to make it into the stands. Count remains 1-2 as we head to the sixth pitch of the at-bat. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is check is not held, and he is retired via the K, so that is Warren's second strikeout of the night. So grab some bench, Jose, because you're retired via the K. DeLauder is coming up to bat. DeLauder is hitting .256 on the season, 7 home runs, 33 RBIs, at a .735 OPS. And the first pitch is on the way, and that changeup is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Warren sets and fires, and that fastball is just off the plate. Oh, hell. That was in there at 96 miles an hour, much faster than Warren normally throws. Count is 1-1. And Warren sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled down the left field side. Count is now 1-2. Warren sets and fires. The curveball is in the dirt. Count is evened up at 2-2. Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is chop foul down the first base line. Count remains 2-2. All right, Will. You've flashed him everything low and away. Put something fast and up and in, and you're going to own him. Pop out or a strikeout, brother. Pop out or a strikeout. Warren sets and fires, and that fastball is ripped foul down the first base line. Good idea. You changed his eye level. Now you can flash something low and away, and you'll probably get him. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way. And that low fastball is going to paint the outside corner for call. Strike three. And Will Warren is going to strike out the side. Coming up to bat for the Yankees in the top of the first or top of the second is going to be Spencer Jones, Jose Caballero, and Ryan McMahon. So how are we feeling after the first inning, guys and gals out there in the internet land? There was a question to Joe of NY Yankee Mania. Are they calling the play-by-play for tonight's game there? Well, they are not. They are actually calling the Spurs versus the Knicks game tonight on both of their channels. From our active scoreboard tonight, in the top of the second, the Mariners and the O's are at zeros. In the bottom of the first, the Rays have a 1-0 lead on the Red Sox. Let's go Red Sox, although I hate saying that. Heading to the top of the second, Yankees have a 2-0 lead on the Guardians. And those are your three active games at this time. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. And we are at 15 likes. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30, so we're 15 down. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. I want to thank Mitch from Hardcore Sports for simulcasting our live play-by-play. And Williams sets and fires, and that curveball is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Jones. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is up high. Count is 2-0 on Jones. Williams sets and fires, and that curveball is way high. Count is now 3-0 on Jones. Jones is hitting .250 on the season, no home runs, 3 RBIs, and a .608 OPS. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is going to paint the inside corner for call, strike one. Count is now 3-1. Williams sets, and Jones fouls this one down the third base line. Count is now full, 3-2. And Williams sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jones is called out on strikes. I think that pitch was inside. So that is the first out of the inning. That was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball up and in. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is going to catch the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Caballero is hitting .257 on the season, 5 home runs. Pitch is on the way, and Cabby swings at a sweeper off the plate. Count is 0-2. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. And Williams sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-2 on Cabby. And Williams sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is even at 2-2. And how do you do? Next pitch is on the way, and this is sky to right field. And it is drifting, and that is going to make it into the netting. So that is going to be a foul ball. That was a 100-mile-an-hour pitch. And the pitch is on the way. The curveball is in the dirt. Count is now full on Cabby. For those of you just joining the stream, we're in the top of the second. The score is 2-0 Yankees. And the pitch is up and out of the way, and that is a ball 4. So Cabby was down 0-2 and battled back to work a walk. So the Yankees have a base runner on with 1 out. Big Mac is coming up to bat, so it's time for a Big Mac attack. McMahon is hitting .206 on the season, 6 home runs, 20 RBIs, and a .609 OPS. First pitch is on the way, and that curveball is inside. Count is 1-0. Williams sets, and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. That was a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 1-1. And Williams sets. There's a pickoff attempt at first, and the throw goes wild, and Caballero is going to jog to second base. So the Yankees have another runner in scoring position. That is going to be an E1 on the pitcher. And the pitch is on the way. And the curveball is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And the next pitch is on the way. The curveball is swung on and missed, and McMahon is down on strikes. That is Williams' fourth strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escara. Pitch is on the way, and that curveball is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Escara is hitting 177 on the year with no home runs, 7 RBIs. Pitch to Escara is bounced to the second baseman. He is going to fire to Manzardo to record the third out of the inning. So the Yankees are going to leave a runner stranded on base. Coming up to bat for the Guardians in the bottom of the second is going to be Kyle Manzardo, Daniel Sneeman, and Angel Martinez. So how are we feeling about the game, guys and gals? What do you think? For those of you that are here, we have 19 votes in our active poll. So if you haven't voted, please drop your vote. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at 16 likes, 14 short of our goal for every play-by-play of 30. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And we are at 752 subscriptions, 3 short of our next milestone of 755. So if you like live play-by-plays, if you like shorts, and if you like open panels where the chat can come up and talk baseball, this may be the place for you. So please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. Manzardo is hitting .230 on the season, 7 home runs, 21 RBIs. And the first pitch to Manzardo is a sweeper off the plate. Hey, Kaz, welcome to the stream. Warren sets, and the two-seamer is going to be in the bottom of the strike zone. A call, strike one. Count is evened at 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Mazzardo fouls that one down the first base line. Count is 1-2. And Warren sets, fires, and that pitch is waved at. Oh, my goodness. I definitely didn't think he checked his swing on that, but the count is 2-2. Yeah, from the side view, it looks like he swung. And the pitch is on the way, and that is fouled down the left field line. Count is going to remain 2-2. And this one's just for Joe. And how do you do? And Warren sets, fires, and the four-seamer is fouled back. Count remains 2-2 as we head to the seventh pitch of the at-bat. Warren sets and fires, and that changeup just misses low. Count is now 3-2. Wyatt is at his parents' house right now. Elizabeth is out shopping with Natalie for end-of-year teacher's gifts. Next pitch is on the way, and that pitch is fouled off. And the bat goes flying once again. So Manzardo is retrieving his bat and heading back to the box. Pitch is on the way, and this is popped down the third base line. That is going to make it into the stands. So we're heading to the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Warren's pitch count is at 29, so it's still in decent shape. Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is just a bit high. And that is ball 4. That is a walk to Manzardo. He is the first base runner for the Guardians this evening. Coming up to bat is Schneemann. And Warren sets, and the first pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Schneemann's hitting .231 with 4 home runs, 20 RBIs, and a .660 OPS. Warren sets and fires, and he paints the inside portion of the plate for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. And Warren sets, and that pitch is grounded to Jazz. Jazz flips to Caballero, who rifles it to Rice. So that is a 4-6-3 double play. 1 pitch, 2 outs. Angel Martinez is coming up to bat. So it's amazing when a shortstop that has a strong arm is there how you complete double plays. And the first pitch from Warren is a sinker in there that paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Martinez is hitting .232 on the season, 9 homers, 29 RBIs, and a .690 OPS. And Warren sets, pitch is on the way, and that changeup is down low. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that is grounded to Jazz. He flips it to Bed for the third out of the inning, and that is the inning. So Warren has had 6 batters up and 6 batters down. Coming up to bat in the top of 3 is going to be Grisham, Rice, and Goldie. 1, 2, 3, and that's what you see. And from our active scoreboard in the top of the third, the Mariners and the Orioles are locked up at 0s. In the bottom of the second, the Rays lead the Red Sox 1-0. Let's go, Boston. In the top of the third, Yankees lead the Guardians 2-0. In the top of the first, the Phillies and the Blue Jays are at 0s. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 20 votes, so thank you for those who have participated thus far. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And we are at 16 likes, 14 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't hit the like button, please like and share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We offer you live play-by-plays almost every day. I drop a boatload of shorts for you, and I host open panels where members of the chat are free to come up and talk baseball. So if these are things that appeal to you, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. And I want to thank Mitch from Hardcore Sports. He is simulcasting our live play-by-play on Hardcore Sports Network. And the first pitch to Grisham is a foul down the third base line. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is called. Strike one. Count is 0-2. Hey, Agent Warrior, welcome from Hardcore Sports. Appreciate you hopping in and shouting out. And the pitch is on the way, and that sinker is inside. Count is 1-2 on Grisham. Williams sets and fires, and that sweeper is up high. Count is even at 2-2. And how do you do? And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered through the infield, and that is going to make it into right field. So the leadoff hitter is on base. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. He does not have an official plate appearance. He walked his first time up and scored a run on Goldie's 2-run banger. And Williams sets, pitches on the way, and that is way inside. That was a 98-mile-an-hour sinker. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that sinker is way inside and low. Count is 2-1. And Rice is going to call timeout. And Williams sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is hammered down the first base line, just foul. Count is 2-2. Grisham is not hitting 185. Check your numbers. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to Rocchio. He is not able to handle it. So that is going to be an infield single for Ben Rice. Yankees have runners at first and second. Nobody out. And Paul Goldschmidt is coming up to bat. 1-for-1 on the day with a 2-run homer in his first plate appearance. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered foul down the third base line. Pitch is on the way, and that curveball paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Goldie skies this one in the infield. Elevator shaft home run to Ramirez. And he makes the play at third. They called infield fly rule, so he is automatically out. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with one out. Cody Bellinger is coming up. And the first pitch is on the way, and Belly fouls it down the third base line.
Natalie's not spending the night, right? Okay.
Williams sets and fires, and this pitch is hammered to Manzardo. He fires to second. The ball is thrown away, and Grisham is going to score on the error. So the Yankees now take a 3-0 lead. They tried to flip the double play, and the ball was thrown wildly to the pitcher at first base covering. So that is going to be an E6. I don't think that Rocchio actually makes the throw to get Belly at first. I don't think they get a double play. Good heads up baseball, Grisham, when he sees the ball overthrown and scoots on home. Jazz Chisholm is up to bat, and the first pitch is inside for ball one. And the pitch is on the way, and Bellinger takes off, and he is going to be thrown out. So that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top third, but not before the Yankees tack on another run to take a 3-0 lead. Coming up to bat, hey, Grisham got home. That's all that counts. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the third is going to be Stephen Kwan, Patrick Bailey, and Rocchio. In our active scoreboard in the bottom of the third, the Orioles and the Mariners are locked up at zeros. In the bottom of the third, the Red Sox have tied the Rays. Score is 1-1. Let's go, Red Sox. Man, that pains me to say that. Heading to the bottom of the third, Yankees have a 3-0 lead. In the top of the second, the Phillies and the Blue Jays are locked up at zeros. You hate who? Rob? I don't know why. Plain and simple, Grisham is clutch. And Warren sets. Bunt is shown, and the first pitch is up high. Count is 1-0 on Kwan. And Warren sets and fires, and the sweeper is up high. Count is 2-0 on Kwan. Now you can forget Volpe. He's gone before the season is out. Next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer misses off the plate. Count is 3-0 on Kwan. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 3-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that sinker drifts off the plate. Count is ball four. So Kwan is going to strip his gear and head to first base. And Ascar is challenging it. Come on, JC. And the pitch is a ball, and the Yankees are going to lose their first challenge. That was 0.3 of an inch off the plate. Warren sets and fires, and the sinker paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way. And that one is definitely a strike, but Ascar is burnt and not going to challenge. Count is 1-1. Bailey is hitting 144 on the season, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. Pitch is on the way, and this is sky to left field. Bellinger is heading back, and that is off the wall. Bellinger feels it on the bounce, and he gets it in. So the Guardians are going to have runners at second and third with nobody out. All right, Will, it's time to get nasty. Rocchio's on to bat. The first pitch is a sinker down low. Count is 1-0. Rocchio's hitting 280 on the season. Warren sets and fires, and that ball is all the way to the backstop. And the runners are going to advance. So the Guardians are going to score a run on the wild pitch by Warren. It is a 3-1 game. Count is 2-0 on Rocchio, runner at third base. Hey, Evan, welcome to the stream. And Warren sets, fires, and the sinker is in there for strike 1. Count is 2-1. Warren sets and fires, and he paints the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 2-2.
Let's go Yankees.
All right, say it again, baby, because they didn't see you.
Let's go Yankees.
And say hey, Uncle Joe.
Hey, Uncle Joe. Win it all.
Win it all. Say love you.
Love you.
All right, give me a kiss. Mwah. All right.
Hi. Let's go Yankees. Let's go.
All right, get out of here. And the pitch is down low. Count is now full, 3-2. Yes, get out. Warren sets and fires, and that ball is tapped weakly to first. And Rice is going to step on the bag, but the run is going to score. So Bailey is going to score. So the score is now 3-2 Yankees. So, Joe, Wyatt told you he loved you. And the pitch is on the way, and Bizzano rolls it to first, flips it to Warren. And that is going to do it for the Guardians, but not before the Guardians. Actually, that's the second out. Came in. And Jose Ramirez is coming up to bat. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Ramirez is 0 for 1 on the night, struck out at his first plate appearance. Next pitch is on the way, and wow, That sinker looked like it caught the bottom of the strike zone, but is called ball 2. Count is 2-0. And Ramirez grounds this one through the infield, past a diving Jazz Chisholm. So Ramirez on with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. And Ramirez is always a threat. And Warren sets. Pitch on the way to the water. It is up high. Count is 1-0. DeLauder is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. Warren sets and fires, and that fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded up the middle to right center field. Ramirez is routing second, heading to third. And Jones is going to get the ball in quickly. Hey, Ace, welcome to the stream, brother. So the Guardians have runners at first and third with 2 down. So Blake is on the mound. They're having a meeting of the minds. Warren is at 58 pitches. Kyle Manzardo is coming up to bat. He has not an official plate appearance. He walked his first at bat. And Warren sets, and the pitch is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that sweeper catches the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is even at 1-1. Warren sets, and he fires. That pitch is chop foul down the first base line. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is hit right up the middle underneath Caballero's glove. And that's going to go into center field, and that's going to tie the game at 3. And DeLauder is going to advance to third. So it is now a 3-3 game. Schneeman is coming up to bat, 0 for 1 on the day, grounded into a double play. And the pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-0. So what do you know, Bill? And the pitch is on the wall, and that is a broken bat looper to Caballero, and he is going to grab the ball. But the Guardians are going to drop 3 in the bottom of 3 to tie the game up. So the game is 3-3. Nope. If Volpe was there, he wouldn't have even got a glove on it. So no different. I mean, he only hit the damn ball over 100 miles an hour. Yep, Evan called the scoreboard out last inning. And I'll do it again. In the top of the 4th, the Orioles lead the Mariners 1-0. Top of the 4th, the Red Sox and the Rays are tied at 1s. Heading to the top 4, the Yankees and Guardians are tied at 3s. In the top of the 3rd, no, Bill, it didn't go under his glove. It short hopped and ricocheted off of his glove. The Phillies lead the Blue Jays 2-0, and that is your active scoreboard at this time. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 20 votes, so thank you for those who have participated in the poll thus far. We are at 19 likes, 11 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So please hit your like button and share the channel out. And Jazz Chisholm is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is on the way. And that is a curveball off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz fouls this one down the first base line. Count is 1-1, or 1-0, or 1-1. Yeah. And the pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Manzardo. He takes it and flips it to Williams to record the first out of the inning. Spencer Jones is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day, struck out in his first plate appearance. First pitch is on the way, and the curveball paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Jones fouls this one straight back. Count is 1-2. Look for the curveball. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3. So that is the second out of the inning. Jones's second strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball is down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way. The curveball is going to paint the outside corner for call, strike 1. Cabby does not have an official at bat. He walked in his first plate appearance. Williams sets and fires, and that curveball is off the plate and in the dirt. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way. That is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 3-1 on Cabby. Pitch is on the way, and Caballero one hops it to Rocchio. Rocchio gloves and fires in time to record the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the fourth. Coming up in the bottom of 4 is going to be Angel Martinez, Stephen Kwan, and Patrick Bailey. Well. Not exactly the way we thought it was going to work out, but we are still have a lot of time left in the game. I think so. Warren's pitch count got elevated in that half of the inning. So for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at 19 likes on our stream today. So our goal is 30 for every live play-by-play, so we're 11 down. If you haven't, please hit the like button. Share the channel out. And we are at 752 subscribers. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. We have a lot of play-by-plays called here. I drop a lot of shorts, and I host open panels so that anyone can come in and from the chat and talk baseball. And the first pitch is on the way, and that curveball is in there for call, strike 1. Ward sets and fires, and that pitch is tap foul. Count is 0-2 Martinez. And the next pitch is a curveball in there for call, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night on Hill. Grab some bench because you're retired via the K. That is Warren's fourth strikeout of the game. Stephen Kwan is up to bat. Does not have an official plate appearance. And the pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Kwan walked in his first plate appearance and scored a run last inning. Next pitch is on the way, and he misses just off the plate. Count is 1-1 to Kwan. Next pitch is on the way, and that is rolled to Jazz. Jazz fields it clearly and fires to Rice for the second out. Coming up is Patrick Bailey. He hit a double in his first plate appearance over Belly's head, and he scored a run last inning. 1-for-1 on the night. First pitch is on the way, and that is chopped foul. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that curveball is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Bailey. Fastball up and in, brother. Fastball up and in. Do a little Darth Vader on. Warren sets and fires, and that fastball is just a bit high. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is off the plate. Count is even at 2-2. What color's your freaking goose? And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count remains 2-2. Warren sets and fires, and that pitch misses inside. Count is now full. Come on, dude. He's hitting 150. Pitch is on the way, and this is fouled straight back. Count is still full. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Rice. Rice is going to flip it to Warren, and that is going to do it for the Guardians in the bottom of the fourth. Coming up to bat in the top of the fifth is going to be Ryan McMahon, J.C. Escara, and Trent Grisham. 8-9-1. And from our active scoreboard, in the top of the fifth, the Mariners and Orioles are locked up at 1. Same score for the Red Sox and the Rays. Heading to the top of the fifth, the Yankees and the Guardians are locked up at 3s. In the top of the third, the Phillies lead the Blue Jays 5-0. And that is your active scoreboard tonight. Well, a barrage of hits would definitely be nice, Kaz. Well, well, well. I am not a Knicks fan. Actually, I don't follow much of basketball. And the first pitch is on the way, and that curveball is in there for call. Strike one on Mac. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is another curveball in there for call. Strike two. McMahon is 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out in his first plate appearance. And Williams sets. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball is up high. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon fouls this one off. Count remains 1-2. Williams sets and fires, and this one is sky to left field. And this one is going, and that is going to be, it's off the top of the wall. Actually, I'm not sure if that was off the top of the wall. I think they need to review it for a home run. McMahon has been showing incredible power to left field. I think that's a home run. I think they need to review this one. I think it hit the top of the over the screen and bounced back into the field of play.
Where's the remote? The little tiny one.
It is a crew chief review. And the call is overturned. That is a 4-bagger for Ryan McMahon. So that is McMahon's 7th home run. And the Yankees take a 4-3 lead. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escora. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Next pitch is on the way, and Escora bounces this one to Bizzardo. He fires to Manzano, and that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. Pitch is on the way to Grisham, and that tips foul off his bat as he tries to check his swing. Count is 0-1. Grisham is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a run scored today. Pitch is on the way, and that is down in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Williams sets and fires, and this is fouled back, and that is going to make it into the stands behind the plate. So the count is going to go to 1-2. And the pitch is on the way to Grisham. That is way inside. Has Grisham doing the dance. Count is evened at deuce. What color is your goose? Williams sets, fires, and that pitch is down low. Count is now full on Trent. And the 3-2 on Grisham is down in the dirt for ball 4. So Grisham is going to be on base for the second time tonight, a hit and a walk. So that is a 1-out base runner for the Yankees. And Williams' pitch count is now at 80. Ben Rice is coming up to bat. He has a single, walk, and a run scored. And the first pitch to Rice is a sinker inside. Count is 1-0. And the catcher is challenged in this one. And the pitch is confirmed that it was a ball. Cleveland is out of challenges. Count is 1-0 on Rice. That pitch missed by 1/10 of an inch. And Williams sets and pitches, and the ball is fouled down the first base line. Count is evened at 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and Rice fouls that one off. Count is 1-2. And Williams sets. Pitch is on the way, and Rice hammers this one to center field. Schneemann is heading back, and he is going to make the play at the wall. And that is the second out. And Grisham is heading back to first base. And Goldie is coming to the plate. Goldie is 1 for 2 on the day with a 2-run homer in his first plate appearance. And the pitch is inside and high. Grisham, and that's going to be a wild pitch, and Grisham is going to head to second. And the pitch is on the way, and that curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1 on Goldie. Williams sets and fires, and that cutter is way up high. Count is 2-1. Williams is at 87 pitches, thrown 20 in this inning. Williams sets and he fires, and that sweeper is inside. Count is now 3-1 on Goldie. And the 3-1 is on the way, and that curveball paints the inside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 3-2. Ed Williams sets. Pitch is all the way. Ed Goldie has a broken back looper to short. And that is going to do it for the Yankees, but not before the Yankees take the lead on a Ryan McMahon home run. I will be right back. And I am back. The wife could not find the remote. Reason she couldn't find it is because young Master Wyatt built a prison for it and stuck it in his truck. So for those of you that are in our stream, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 22 votes. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And we are at 24 likes, 6 away from our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't hit the like button and shared the channel out, please hit it. And the first pitch from Warren is going to paint the inside corner for call. Strike one on Rocchio. Next pitch is on the way, and that is in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Ward is at 80 pitches. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And Warren plunks Rocchio. So they're going to have a runner at first, nobody out to lead off the fifth. Pizzato is coming up to bat, 0 for 2 on the night. He has a strikeout and a ground out to his credit. And Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is up high. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker off the plate. Count is 2-0. Pitch is on the way, and this is sky to left field, and that is going to drift into the stands down the left field line. Count is 2-1. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a swing and a miss. Count is 2-2. Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is going to be painting the outside corner with a changeup for call, strike 3. And that is Warren's 5th strikeout of the night. Jose Ramirez is coming up to bat, 1 for 2 on the night. And there's a pickoff attempt at first base. Rocchio is back in safe. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Warren sets, pitch is on the way, and this is foul down the first base line. Count is 1-1. And Warren sets and fires, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Warren is at 90 pitches. Sets and fires, and that pitch is going to break inside. Ramirez is claiming that the ball hit his back foot. I don't think so. I think it's the glove that hit his toe. So Cleveland is challenging catcher's interference and hit by pitch. You're having storms there, Bill? We're actually cool and clear. Well, it's certainly not catcher's interference because Ramirez didn't swing. And I think the glove hit his toe, not the ball. And I think that Cleveland's going to lose their challenge. Hell, we can challenge a 747 dropped a fuel dump on top of Ramirez. And they're going to say, oh my God. All right, Bill, explain this. They're saying that the catcher's glove hit the batter's foot, and they call that as catcher's interference. Now Boone is coming out of the dugout. So Ramirez is going to reach with catcher's interference, and Boone is going to drop the hook on Warren. Well. While we're waiting to see who comes in to relieve Warren. In the bottom of the sixth, the Mariners have jumped out to a 5-1 lead on the Orioles. In the top of the sixth, the Rays have taken a 2-1 lead on the Red Sox. And as you know, in the bottom of the fifth, the Yankees have a 4-3 lead on the Guardians. Phillies have taken a 5-1 lead on the Blue Jays in the bottom of the fourth. And that is your active scoreboard at this time. Yeah, Bill, I've never heard it either. But is the catcher's glove touching the tip of his shoe impeding the hitter in any manner whatsoever? Especially on a pitch that's basically a backdoor slider or curveball, excuse me. And it looks like Brett Hedrick is coming in the game. And the first pitch is on the way, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on DeLauder. Pitch is on the way, and DeLauder swings and misses at the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is off the plate. Count is now 2-1 on DeLauder. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is down low. Count is now 3-1. I don't know, Bill. That's one that I can say that I've never seen before. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker catches the inside corner for call. Strike two. Count is full at 3-2. Hedrick sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike three, the second out of the inning. And Reese Hoskins is coming in to pinch hit for Manzardo. He is hitting 196 on the season. Blake is out on the mound, and they're having a meeting of the minds. And Hedrick sets. Pitch is on the way, and Hoskins swings and misses at the first pitch. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is inside. Count is 1-1. Yes, sir. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is 1-2. And Hedrick sets and fires, and that ball is fouled off of Vizcarra. Count is 1-2. And Hedrick sets and fires, and this pitch is pop foul. Straight back. Scar is chasing it, and that's going to make the seats. Count is still 1-2. And Blackburn is up, warming up in the Yankee pen. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is now 2-2. And how do you do? Hedrick sets and fires, and this has popped up to the infield. Rice is tracking it, and he is going to make the play in foul territory for the third out, and the inning is going to be over with. So the Yankees hold the 4-3 lead heading to the top of the sixth. Coming up to bat for the Yanks is going to be Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Spencer Jones. They were still talking about that interference call, and Coney says that it wasn't interference, didn't impede anything, didn't think that it was a valid umpire turnover. Read the rule. The rule is extremely vague. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We are at blah, blah, blah. $23 votes. So thank you for those who have voted. If you haven't voted, let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at 25 likes, 5 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We offer live play-by-plays almost every day. I drop a lot of shorts. As a matter of fact, I dropped one last night and one this afternoon. So head over to the YouTube channel and check them out and let me know what you think. I also offer live open panels so that anyone can come up and talk a little bit of baseball. So if these things appeal to you, please consider subscribing. And it looks like Colin Holderman is coming in to pitch. And the first pitch to Bellinger is fouled off. Count is 0-1. All right, Bill, not a problem. And the pitch is on the way, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is 1-1 to Belly. Bellinger's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a fielder's choice. Holderman sets and fires, and that sinker catches the inside part of the plate for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2 on Belly. I have not read the response, Bill. Holderman sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is even at 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and Belly chops this with Bizzardo. He flips to, I don't know who he flipped to. Oh, Hoskins. Hoskins pitch hit for Bizzardo. So that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Yep. Jazz is wearing Stanton's pants, hitting with Judge's bat. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings and misses. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is a curveball that Jazz swings over the top of. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and the 98-mile-an-hour fastball is off the plate. Count is even at 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that curveball is off the plate. Count is now full on Jazz. And the pitch is on the way. The sweeper is off the plate for ball 4. So with 1 out in the 6th, Jazz is going to take his base. Coming up to bat is Spencer Jones. Jones is 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts, so let's hope for not the hat trick. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is 1-0. That was a 98-mile-an-hour sinker. Next pitch is on the way, and that sinker is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Holderman sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jones fouls this one down the left field line. Count is 2-1. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is fouled off. He missed one. He had one. He had the opportunity to do some damage on that one. And Holderman sets. And there's a pickoff attempt at first. Jazz is back in standing up. Holderman sets and fires, and Jones fouls the pitch straight back. That was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is still 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a curveball in the dirt. And Jones is able to check his swing. Count is full. Holderman sets and fires. Jazz takes off, and it is swung on and missed, and Jazz is thrown out at second. So that is a strike him out, throw him out double play. Hey, you can only tip your hat to Bailey. That was a hell of a throw, and he was on the money. So as we head to the bottom of the 6th, Schneemann, Martinez, and Quan are coming up to bat. And in the bottom of the seventh, the Mariners have a 5-2 lead now on the Orioles. Top of the seventh, the Rays have a 2-1 lead on the Red Sox. In the bottom of the sixth, the Yankees have a 4-3 lead on the Guardians. Top of the fifth, the Phillies have a 5-2 lead on the Jays. And that is your active scoreboard at this moment. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please take this moment to drop your vote in our active poll. We have 23 votes, so thank you for those who have voted. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at 25 likes, 5 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And it looks like David Fry is coming in to pinch hit for Daniel Sneeman. Hedrick is still out on the mound. First pitch is on the way, and the slider is inside for ball 1. Fry's hitting .256 on the season, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, and a .767 OPS. And Hedrick sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is now 2-0 on Fry. Hedrick sets and fires, and that pitch misses just inside. Count is now 3-0. Next pitch is on the way, and it looks like he painted the inside corner, but it's called ball 4. So that is a 4-pitch walk to Hedrick. And Boone is coming out to put Captain Hook on him. And it looks like Bednar is coming into the game. Or not Bednar, Blackburn. So, if you were to name a player of the game, who would it be? Chat's awfully quiet. And Blackburn is throwing the last of his warm-up pitches. Angel Martinez is coming up to bat. 0 for 2 on the day with a groundout and a strikeout. First pitch is on the way, and that sinker is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Guardians cannot challenge. They are out of their ABS challenges. Blackburn sets and fires, and that ball is drilled to right field, and that one is going, and gone. And that is a 2-run homer for Martinez. And that puts the Cleveland in the lead 5-4. It's Martinez's 10th home run of the season. That went 414 feet at 105.1 miles per hour. So Stephen Quad is coming up to bat. Nobody is out. First pitch is on the way, and Quan fouls this one down the third base line. Count is 0-1. And Blackbird sets. He fires. That curveball is up high. Count is 1-1. Blackburn sets and fires. The curveball is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on Quan. Pitch is on the way, and that is tapped, fouled on the first base line. Count remains 1-2. And Blackburn sets and fires, and that curveball is in the dirt. Count is at 2-2. Blackburn sets and he fires, and that pitch is grounded to Jazz. Jazz feels it and shoots it at first to retire the first out. Patrick Bailey is coming up to bat. 1 for 2 on the night with a double and a run scored. And the first pitch to Bailey is a curveball off the plate. Count is 1-0. Blackburn sets and fires, and that changeup is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a changeup swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Bailey is going to wave at a ball in the dirt. So that is strike 3. Second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Rocchio, 0 for 1 on the day with a hit by pitch and an RBI. And the first pitch is a curveball of the dirt. Count is 1-0. Blackburn sets and fires, and this is hit off of Jazz's glove, and it trickles away. Big turn from Rocchio, and he is back in safely. Caballero tried to gun him down. And Blackburn's coming out of there. So this is the third Yankee pitcher of the inning, and Yarborough's coming in. And Benzado is coming up to bat. There are 2 outs with a runner at first. And I'm going to hop over and grab a drink out of my fridge. I'll be right back. So I did not have dinner before this game. So I'm thinking about dinner ideas for post game. What did y'all do? Any ideas? I'm a little bit hungry too, Bill, so I'm trying to gauge what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. Well, I know what you had, Nancy. And coming up to bat is Bonzano, 0 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. So do you think that Yarborough can give this guy his hat trick? T-bone and Brussels sprouts? That's not weird. Actually sounds pretty good. And the pitch is on the way, and that 4-seamer is going to paint the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Nancy's in Philly. And the pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Hamburger with fried egg and fries. I've never had a hamburger with fried eggs. And there is a pickoff attempt at first. Don't know why. Next pitch is on the way, and that sweeper, I don't know, looked like he caught the bottom of the strike zone, but is called ball two. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. The runner was going, so the count is now 2-2. Happy birthday to your son, Bill. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is inside. Count is now full, 3-2. And Yarbrough sets. Pitch is on the way, and that sinker is down low for ball 4. So the Guardians are going to have runners at first and second with freaking Jose Ramirez coming up to bat. All right, cool. And the first pitch is on the way. And the four-seamer is outside. Count is 1-0. And Yarbrough sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. Pitch is on the way, and Ramirez foul tips the cutter. Count is 2-1. And Yarbrough sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call, strike 2. That was definitely up high, but the Guardians have no challenges left since they pissed them away earlier today. And there is a pickoff attempt at second. Rocchio is back in head first. First disengagement. And the pitch is on the way. And this is skied to shallow left center field. And Grisham closes on it and makes the catch for the third out of the inning. But not before the Guardians take the lead on a 2-run homer by Angel Martinez. Coming up to bat in the top of the 7th is going to be Jose Caballero, Ryan McMahon, and J.C. Escara. Well, that's what he got him with, Bill. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We are at 24 votes, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at 28 likes, too short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't hit the like button and shared the channel out, please do so. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. I call a lot of play-by-plays. Last year I called 146 regular season games. All of the American League postseason and the World Series. And I host open panels so that anybody is in the chat is able to come up and talk a little bit of baseball. So if these things appeal to you, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. And in our active scoreboard, in the bottom of the eighth, the Mariners have a 6-2 lead on the Orioles. The Rays have a 2-1 lead on the Red Sox in the bottom of 7. Heading to the top of 7, the Guardians have a 5-4 lead on the Yankees. In the bottom of the 6th, the Phillies have a 5-2 lead on the Blue Jays. And the other games in our active scoreboard this evening will be the Astros and the Angels, Padres and the Cubs, Nationals and the Giants, and the Brewers and the A's. And Tim Herron is coming in to relieve Holderman. And the first pitch is a curveball in there for call, strike 1. Hi, Natalie. Welcome to the stream. Love you. Next pitch is on the way, and Caballero smacks it in the center. Fairchild is there to make the play. And that is the first out. Oh, shit. Good night, love. And Anthony Volpe is coming in to pinch hit for Ryan McMahon. First pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to third. Ramirez sets and fires to Hoskin, and that is the second out of the inning. And Ahmed Rosario is coming in to pinch hit for J.C. Escara. First pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball catches the outside corner for call, strike 1. Count is 1-1. Herron sets and fires, and that pitch catches the inside corner for call, strike 2. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and Rosario stays alive by tipping a ball in the dirt. Count remains 1-2. And Herron sets. Pitch is on the way, and Rosario swings and misses for strike 3. So that's going to be 3 up and 3 down. And I suspect Rosario is going to go in at third base for McMahon. crap. So coming up in the bottom of the seventh is going to be DeLauder, Hoskins, and Fairchild. And Yarborough is going to end up staying in the game. And Yarborough sets and fires, and that ball is grounded to Volpe. So that is the out. And it looks like Boone is coming out to get Yarborough. All right, the defensive switches. Volpe remains in at shortstop. Caballero switches over to third base. I don't know what the hell the Yankees are thinking. This guy is spent. He can't hit worth shit. No, I don't think so either, personally. And for those of you that are interested in the NBA scoreboard, the Spurs lead the Knicks 24-17 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Yeah, I don't have an answer for you, Stephen. Wow. All right. J Rod has a good arm, brother. And Jake Bird is in the game. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike one. Bill, I think that this kid needs to go down and work on a changeup. Bird sets and fires, and the sweeper is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is down low. Count is 2-2. Hoskins is 0 for 1 on the day. Bird sets and fires, and that sweeper is down low. Count is 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker that paints the outside corner for call. Strike three. Yeah, when he doesn't have control of his sweeper, all they do is sit and look for that sinker. They are dead red and they hammer it. Fairchild is coming up to bat, 143 on the season, no home runs, 1 RBI. And the first pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. Bird sets, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. And the batter calls timeout. Cruz should have never gone down, Steven. Next pitch is on the way, and that sinker is off the plate. Count is now 3-1. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is swung on and missed. Count is full, 3-2. Bird sets and fires, and that sinker is up high for ball 4. So the Guardians are going to have a runner at first with 2 outs, and Angel Martinez is coming up to bat. 1 for 3 on the night. He hit a 2-run homer on his last plate appearance that gave the Guardians the lead. First pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Bill, the one thing these pitchers don't seem to have is a concept of pitching high-low whatsoever, changing the eye level. And Bird set, and the pitch is a curveball in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is down low. Count is evened at 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3. And he chased a curveball. Exactly. You're not changing the eye level on the hitter. And a lot of those hitters are zone, they pick a zone. And if they see the ball in the zone, they freaking whack it. You throw fastball up or a cutter up and throw your breaking shit in and out. All right. Coming up in the top of the 8th is going to be the top of the order. Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, and Paul Goldschmidt. In our active Major League scoreboard, in the top of the 9th, the Mariners lead the Orioles 6-3. Rays lead the Red Sox 2-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Guardians lead the Yankees 5-4 in the top of the 8th. Phillies lead the Blue Jays 5-2 in the bottom of the 7th. And at the end of the first quarter, the Spurs lead the Knicks 33-22. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 26 votes at this time, so thank you for those who have voted. And if you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 29 likes, one short of our 30 goal. If you like live play-by-plays, a large number of shorts, and an open panel where you can come up and talk baseball, well, I offer all those things here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. So this may be the place for you. We are at 752 subscribers, 3 away from our goal of milestone of 755. And it looks like Hunter Gaddis is coming in to pitch the 8th. First pitch is on the way, and that changeup is in there for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Grishbaum. Gaddis sets and he fires, and that pitch just misses inside. Count is 1-1. Gaddis sets and he fires, and the changeup is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Gaddis sets. Pitch is on the way, and that slider is going to bounce in the dirt. Count is 2-2. And Gaddis sets. Pitch is on the way, and that changeup is low. Count is now full on Grisham. Gaddis sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined into left center field. Quan is going to field it cleanly and get it in. Thank you, Stephen. So the Yankees have a leadoff runner on. Grisham's third time on base this evening. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, 1 for 2. Pitch is on the way, and Rice fouls the slider off. Count is 0-1. And Gaddis sets. Pitch is on the way, and that changeup is down low. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is in the dirt. Count is now 2-1 on Rice. All right. 2-1 is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 2-2. Rally cap time. And the pitch is on the way, and it is foul down the first base line. Hammered. Count remains 2-2. And Gaddis sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count remains 2-2 as we head to the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Last inning, he pinch hit for McMahon. They shifted Caballero to third. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined into right field. And that is Grisham is going to round second, heading for third. So the Yankees have runners at first and third with nobody out. And Paul Goldschmidt is coming up to bat. 1 for 3 on the day with a 2-run homer in his first plate appearance. Well, I have the rally cap on. And there's a big hole on the right-hand side. And the pitch is on the way, and that is up high for ball 1. Count is 1-0 on Goldie. Gaddis sets and fires, and that splitter is way inside. He almost clipped Goldschmidt. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way. The slider is down low. Count is now 3-0 on Goldie. And the 3-0 is bounced up the middle. It is flipped to second, but not in time to first. Goldschmidt builds it out. The run is going to score to tie the game up at 5 apiece. So we are now at 5s in the top of the 8th. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. And they're pinch running for Goldschmidt. Max Schumann is coming in to pinch run. And the first pitch to Bellinger is a fastball inside. Count is 1-0. Belly is 0 for 3 on the night. Ground out, strikeout, and a fielder's choice. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is 2-0 on Belly. So the Yankee bench is now cooked. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is in the dirt. Count is 3-0 on Bellinger. And the 3-0 is a fastball right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Bellinger was taking that one all the way. Count is 3-1. Gaddis sets and fires, and he paints the bottom of the strike zone with a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is now full, 3-2. Gaddis sets and fires, and this is lined into center field. Schumann is on the way to third. So the Yankees have runners at first and third with 1 out. And looks like Vogt is coming out to the mound. Looks like he's going to pull Gaddis out of the game.
Hit the road,
Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And one more time.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you
come back no more. And you are out of there, Hunter. All right, guys and gals out there in the internet land, who would you class as your MVP of this game? Bill says Goldie. Hard to disagree with. Cade Smith, their closer, is coming in. He's going to face off against Jazz Chisholm. Grisham has has been on base 3 times tonight also. It's okay. Rob says Grisham or Goldie, not an MVP yet. And Smith sets and fires, and that fastball is looked good to me, but it's called ball 1, and they can't challenge it. That was a 99 mile an hour fastball. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded up the middle. And Chisholm is going to be hit into a double play. Rocchio was sliding for the ball, tagged the base, and threw the ball from his knee to first base. Damn it. And that's going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the 8th, but not before they score the tying run. Coming up for the Guardians in the bottom of the 8th is going to be Quan, Bailey, and Rocchio. I've not complained about Grisham at all. I've been standing up for him all season long, and my nickname for him is Captain Clutch. Every time we need something, that guy gives it to us. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 27 votes at this time, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And if you have not hit the like button and shared the channel out, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We're at 31, so thank you for those who have. And Camilo Duvall is coming in. If you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We do a lot of live play-by-plays. I drop a ton of shorts, and I have open panels so that everyone can come up and talk baseball. So if these things appeal to you, please consider subscribing. Quan is up. He is 0 for 2. He walked in the 3rd and scored a run. First pitch is on the way, and that 100-mile-an-hour cutter is in there for call, strike 1. And Duvall sets, and the pitch is fouled down the right or left field line. That was a 101-mile-an-hour cutter. Count is 0-2. Duvall sets and fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Duvall sets and fires, and that slider is grounded to Jazz. Jazz fills it hot and fires to Rice for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Patrick Bailey. 1 for 3 on the night, hitting 148. He had a double and scored a run. And has thrown out two hitter runners at base. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker is off the plate. That was 100 miles an hour. Count is 1-0. Duvall sets and fires, and that slider is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way. The slider is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. And Duvall sets, fires, and that slider is chopped down the first base line. Foul. And Duvall sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is in the dirt. Count is 2-2. And the pitch is on the way. Slider is just tipped foul. Count remains 2-2 as we head to the seventh pitch of the at bat. And Duvall sets, fires, and the 100-mile-an-hour sinker is off the plate. Count is now full. And the pitch is on the way. It is rolled to the right side, and that's going to be deflected by Rice into right field. Coming up to bat is Brian Rocchio, 1 for 2 on the day, hit by a pitch. Rocchio is 1 for 2 on the day, RBI, and was hit by a pitch. And the first pitch is on the way. And the sinker is called ball one. Come on, man. In the strike zone, not challenged. Count is 1-0 on Rocchio. Duvall sets and fires, and this is a line drive into center field. And Grisham is going to make the catch, and he fires to first. He laid out. It's not in time. And they are going to challenge the catch. I don't know. I'm not sure if it bounced or not. Well, then it should be a quick challenge if it bounced. So they're going to say that the ball was not caught, and they're going to place runners at first and second. And Boone is now coming out. And he's going to the pen. And is it going to be Fernando Cruz that comes in or Tim Hill? Benzana is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 3 on the night with a base on balls and a pair of strikeouts. And in our active scoreboard, the Mariners have beaten the Orioles 6-3. The Rays have beaten the Red Sox 3-1. We are in the bottom of the eighth. The score is tied 5-5, Yankees and Guardians. And in the bottom of the ninth, the Phillies have a 5-2 lead on the Blue Jays. And for those of you interested in the basketball game, the Spurs lead the Knicks 49-47 with, actually, they lead the Knicks 52-50 with less than 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Knicks have gone on a 28-19 run in the second quarter. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We are at 28 votes, so thank you for those who have participated. And it looks like Tim Hill is coming in to replace Doval. And Hill takes a pitch timer violation. Count is 1-0. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and Benzana fouls it off. Count is 1-1. Hill sets and fires, and that pitch is foul straight back. Count is 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is a chop foul down the first base line. Count remains 2-2. Hill sets and fires, and the sinker is up and in. The count is now full, 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is chop foul. Count remains 3-2. Hill sets and he fires, and that pitch is popped up. Caballero is tracking it, and he makes the play, infield fly, and that is the second out of the inning. And coming up to bat is freaking Jose Ramirez. 1 for 3 on the night, reached on a catcher's interference. A bogus one. The first pitch is on the way, and that paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a fly ball on right field. Jones tracks it and makes the play for the final out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Guardians. So as we head to the top of the ninth, Spencer Jones, Jose Caballero, and Anthony Volpe coming up to bat. Yeah, the problem, Kaz, is the umpire didn't make a call. So my rally cap is on, hoping to pull this one out.
Hello, big guy.
It says, Papa says I'm a Yankees fan.
All right, let's go. Hold on.
Papa's the Yankee
All right.
fan.
Papa says that I am a Yankees fan.
Yes.
And what do you got to say?
Go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees.
All righty. Thank you, cutie.
Atta boy, the cutie Wyatt.
So that's the best I can do since Wyatt is in bed. And the first pitch is on the way, and Jones swings and misses. Their closer stays in. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Actually, it's 2-1. I missed a plate. Smith sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed. Count is even at 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is hit into left field, a ground ball from Spencer Jones. And the go-ahead run is on at first in the top of the ninth. and he hit a screamer through the left side of the infield. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. First pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Cabby. Pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is inside. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is down low. Count is 2-1 on Cabby. So the Yankees have a runner, the lead, go-ahead run at first base. Nobody out. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike two. Count is 2-2. And Smith sets. Caballero calls timeout, steps out of the box. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is fouled back. Count is remains 2-2. And Smith sets, and he fires, and the sweeper is swung on and missed. That is one down. Coming up to bat is Volpe. Smith sets, and he fires, and the pitch paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that 100-mile-an-hour fastball just missed. Count is 1-1. Smith sets and fires, and Volpe fouls it straight back. Count is 1-2. Smith sets and fires, and Volpe swings at a ball in the dirt for strike three. So that is 2 away. And Ali Sanchez is coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and that is a fastball down low. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Next pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 2-1 on Sanchez. Pitch is on the way, and he lines that one foul. Count is 2-2. Expect a sweeper coming. Smith sets, pitches on the way, and he swings and misses at the sweeper. So that is the third straight strikeout from Smith. Bednar is coming in the game, and DeLauder, Hoskins, and Fairchild are coming up to bat. Yeah, Sean, Caballero's hitting lower than Buffalo shit right now. Or Cabrera. Yep, Cabrera's not hitting so good. So how are we feeling, guys and gals out there? Yeah, Cabrera's hitting like 160. Yeah, Bill, I'm hungry too. I will tell you what. Looks like Tim Hill is going to stay in. DeLauder is coming up to bat, 1 for 4 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch is on the way, and this is bounce to Jazz. Jazz flips it to Rice for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. And now Bednar's coming in the game. And he's going to face Hoskins, Fairchild, and if anybody gets on, Martinez. If this thing goes any longer, I think we've burnt our bullpen. I don't think there's many arms left. And you can see somebody like Ryan Weathers come in because he's not scheduled to pitch in this series. So for those of you hopping in the stream, we're in the top or the bottom of the ninth. It is a 5-5 game. There are no runners on. There is one out. David Bednar has come on to pitch. Reese Hoskins is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night. Pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. That was 97-mile-an-hour four-seamer. Bednar sets and fires, and the splitter is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Bednar sets, and the splitter is swung on and missed. It kips away from Sanchez. Sanchez fires to first base to complete the strikeout. So that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Stuart Fairchild. Does not have official plate appearance. He walked his first time up. First pitch is on the way. The curveball is down low. Count is 1-0. Bednar sets and fires, and that fastball is fouled straight back. Count is 1-1. And Fairchild is calling timeout. Bednar sets, fires, and the splitter is going to catch the inside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed with another nasty splitter. So that is second strikeout, and we're heading to the 10th. Top of the Yankee order is coming up to bat. Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, and Max Schumann. Ali Sanchez will be the ghost runner at second. So definitely no speed there. In our Major League scoreboard, the Mariners have beaten the Orioles 6-3. The Rays have beaten the Red Sox 3-1. As you know, heading to the top of the 10th, we are tied 5-5 with the Guardians. The Phillies beat the Blue Jays 5-2. In the bottom of the second, the Astros and Angels are locked up at zeros, as are the Padres and the Reds. In the bottom of the first, the Nationals and Guardians are at zeros, and the late game is Brewers and the A's at 10:05. And the basketball game is at halftime. The Knicks lead the Spurs 64-57. They went on a 42-24 run in the second quarter to take the lead. And that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 31 votes. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And if you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing, especially if you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where you can come up and talk baseball. Everyone is invited. Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. He is 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles and a base of balls. He has scored 2 runs. And Sean Armstrong is coming into pitch for Cade Smith. So their closer is burnt. First pitch is on the way, and Grisham swings and misses. Count is 0-1. Armstrong sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a fastball off the plate. Count is 1-1. Armstrong sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is way outside. Count is 2-1 on Grisham. Pitch is on the way, and the 2-1 is driven into left field. And Quad is back on the track and makes the play on the wall. And he fires the ball in, and Sanchez cannot advance. Man, he put a charge into that damn ball. Great at bat for Grisham. He drove it to left field. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. John, have a good night. And they are intentionally watching Ben Rice. Max Schumann is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is down low. Count is 1-0 on Shu. All right, Maxie. Situational hitting, brother. A little bit of bingo. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is 2-0. Two O's on the way, and that paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is way inside. Count is 3-1 on Shu. So we're in the top of the 10th. There are runners at first and second with 1 out. Count is 3-1 on Maxie Schumann. Armstrong sets. Pitch is on the way, and that, oh no, it's called a strike. Schumann is challenging this one. Schumann is stripping his gear off. And the pitch is overturned, and that is ball 4. So the bases are now juiced, fully Yankees with 1 out. Cody Bellinger is coming up to bat, 1 for 4 on the night. And Armstrong sets, and Bellinger fouls the pitch straight back. Count is 0-1. Armstrong sets. He fires. That sinker is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Armstrong sets. He fires, and the cutter is way inside. Count is 2-1 on Belly. You should have taken one for the team, brother. You should have taken it for the team. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger swings it and tips the ball into the glove of the catcher. Count is now 2-2. And how do you do? Armstrong sets and fires, and this is hammered down the right field line, and that is just foul. He turned on that four-seamer, just couldn't keep it fair. Count is still 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch is on the way, and this is grounded through the infield, and one run is going to score. Rice is heading home, and he is going to score, and Schumann is thrown out at third, but the Yankees are going to end up with a two-run single for Cody Bellinger. So the Yankees now have a 7-5 lead in the top of the 10th. So the Yankees have a runner at first with 2 outs. Jazz Chisholm Jr. coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and Chisholm shows bunt, and that is fair, and he is thrown out at first. That is going to end the inning, but not before Belly comes through and puts a cricket number on the board. Yankees have runners, or have a 7-5 lead. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 10th is going to be Angel Martinez, Stephen Kwan, and Bailey. And Fairchild should be the ghost runner at second. Jazz has been out of his element for a while, the entire season. So And the first pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call, strike one. Bednar sets and he fires, and the second pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. Another nasty splitter by Bednar. Bednar sets and fires, and that splitter is in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and that bounces in the dirt. Count is even at 2-2. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is now full on Martinez. All right, Dave. Let's get it done, baby. Come on. There's a pickoff attempt at second. Fairchild is back in head first safe. And the pitch is on the way. That fastball is up high for ball 4. So the Guardians are going to have runners at first and second. Tying run is on base. Coming up to bat is Stephen Kwan. Oh for 3 on the night with a walk in the third inning. And that is a step off the mound to chase Fairchild back to second. Welcome to the stream, Landon. First pitch is on the way, and it is up high. Count is 1-0. Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. So that is 1-1. And Bednar sets. He fires, and the splitter is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Quan is a speedster. He's coming out of the left side of the box. He's going to be hard to double up unless it's a rocket. Bednar sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 2-2. Bednar sets and fires, and that ball is lined to Volpe. He flips to second base, and it is not in time. So the Yankees are pointing at the dugout to take a look. And it looks like he was back in time. And they're meeting on the mound. Patrick Bailey is coming up to bat, 2 for 4 on the night. Bailey has a single and a double. And Fernando Cruz is up in the pen. Bednar sets. And he fires. And the splitter is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Bailey. Bednar sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Bednar sets and fires, and that pitch paints the inside corner for call. Strike 3. And that is good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Grab some bench, Patrick, because you're retired via the K. Coming up to bat is Rocchio. He is 2 for 3 on the night with a hit by pitch and an RBI. He basically saved the game with his defensive play. And the pitch is on the way, and the splitter is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Guardians are down to their last out. Bednar sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Bednar sets and he fires. The fastball is up high. Count is 2-1. Bednar sets and fires, and that pitch is down low. Count is now 3-1. Bednar's at 25 pitches. 2 outs, runners at first and second, 3-1 count on Rocchio. And Bednar sets and fires. That pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now full, 3-2. And Bednar sets. Steps off the mound to chase Fairchild back. And the pitch is rolled to Jazz. Jazz flips it to Rice. And that is going to do it for the Guardians. The Yankees are going to win it 7-5. Their first extra inning win of the season. So now I ask the question, who is the MVP of the game? No problem, James. This is a 3-hour, 41-minute game. And we are going to end our active poll. And the poll results are, all right, come on up, guys. We had 32 votes in our active poll tonight. Without Judge, can the Yankees offense match the Guardians? 56% said not sure but optimistic. 35% said without a doubt. And 9% said not a chance. Well, I think it's safe to say that without a doubt took it 35%. So thank you for participating in our active poll. And our final numbers are going to be Yankees had 7 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors. Guardians had 5 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors. David Bednar is going to take the win and advance his record to 2-3. Armstrong is going to take the loss, and his record is going to go to 1-1. So I want to thank everyone for taking part in tonight's live play-by-play. Appreciate y'all showing up. I will be back on tomorrow night at 6:35 for the live play-by-play of Game 2. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and I will end in my traditional fashion of let's go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great night.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.